Hi my friends, today I'm sharing with you an easy and quick tutorial on how to make a large size cracker box ready for the Christmas table. I'm Amy from eager2stamp.com and thank you so much for popping by and watching this video today. This is the cracker and treat box die that has been cut from the Santa Express paper. Now both of these are retiring and are on sale in my Stampin' Up shop at the moment. So I have cut 4 of those. Now there is a directional print, so we're going to have to be careful while we're making these that we keep looking at the direction that we're going, but that's only just for the beginning, and then after that it is really quick, simple, easy, and absolutely gorgeous. So I'll just quickly show you. So this is what we will end up making. So it's nice and big. I'll show you there on my hand. So good fun. All right, so we've got 4 of our cracker die cuts, and the first thing that we need to do is cut off the ends. So this is where we really need to be careful of our direction. I'll just move those to the side and bring in my cutter. All right, so the first one I'm just going to cut, but then the second one I'm going to make sure that I am taking in notice of the direction. So we are just going to, there's a little, you probably can't see it, but there is a fold line that the die does, and we're going to cut along that die line, or sorry, fold line. Sorry, I've got a little table and just everything gets all smushed together. Just give myself a little bit more room there. Okay, so we're just going to chop off that bottom bit of the box, and that can go in the bin. Now this is going to match up with this side here. So I know that when I glue these together, there we go, there's the font, the print that's on there. So I know that I need to cut off this end here. So again, just looking for that fold line and popping it into my trimmer, and off it goes. All right, I'm going to do that on those last 2 pieces. And yes, oh no, I don't really need to be bothered about this one, but the next one I do. Okay, and I want to make sure that these 2 can join up together. Great, so I'm going to cut off this bottom bit here. Okay, so now I'm also needing to cut off the sides at the second segment, and I only need to do it on 2. So this is going to be one side, so I just need to cut off 2 segments. So looking at the fold line, so 1, 2. So I just need to cut off that there, and the same with this one here. So 2 segments, 1, 2, line up that fold line, and away we go. Okay. Right, now I can move my trimmer away, and we're going to glue to a center strip. So we've got these 2 here, which are going to go there, and we have got these 2 here. And this is going to be our center strip. Now it's not going to be enough to do the whole line, so I've got another one, and I'm going to go the dotted side again. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm going to glue my band on the top, over the top of the printed side. So sorry, moving back into the camera there, we'll move those two to the side. Okay, now you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm just going to draw a line of glue. You can use your Stampin' Seal or tape. I love using the multi-purpose glue. And so I'm just going to make sure that my cracker is lined up with a line. And I've just realized that I am on the inch side of my grid paper. So I'll just turn that around. Apologies for that. Okay, so here we go. Back to here. Lining it up. Okay, and I want this now to be at 0.5 of a centimetre over the top. There we are. I'll bring in my other large cracker side again. Just a line of glue along the edge. And again, lining up at 0.5 of a centimetre. And gluing that down. I'm going to move that to the side, just let that dry before I trim it off. So we're bringing in these two pieces, bring in my other one, same again. Little line along the edge there. Okay, line it up. And 0.5 of a centimetre. That's lovely. And the other side. And in it goes 0.5 of a centimetre again. Great. Okay. Put that one to the side to dry. Bring in my other one. And we're just going to trim that edge. You can flip it over. And that way you can see the line that you're cutting. And bring in this one again, flip it over and cut or trim that off. All right, what we need to do is go ahead now and burnish all the folds. So we're going to start off with our small piece. So we've got 4 folds along the sides to do. And then we have got the top part of the box. There's 2 parts to this one. There's this part here. There's a middle part. Sorry, there's 3 sections. And there is a top trimmed part. We're going to do all of those. And again on the other side. Last one. Okay, move that to the side while we bring in our larger one. So we'll fold the edges. I'm actually very surprised that I've managed to do a little bit of a handmade Christmas. It's been a very busy end of school year for me. I've had a year 6 class, which is the last year of primary school. So we've had graduations, concerts, behaviours, reports. So it's been huge. It really has been a huge, probably I would say I've been going since October, maybe the middle of October. Yeah, so it really is a busy time for me. But I'm actually really happy that I'm sitting here just now, and I'm making some handmade Christmas crackers for my Christmas table. So yeah, it's exciting and definitely brings a little bit of a smile on my face. And I'm going to show you that I really have gone quite far and very handmadey on this one. So look forward to that as we go on with the video. So now what we're going to do is we've burnished all our folds, so we're just going to glue these ends together to make it into one nice big piece. So we're going to glue from the top all along one of these panels and along the edge there, and line it up as best as we can. And this is why I love the multi-purpose glue, because it just gives me that little bit of time for maneuverability. Yeah, you can see that was out of alignment there and here. Sorry, the camera's wiggling a little bit. Okay, so there we go. I'm trying to get that into the camera there for you. So we've just lined up this piece here with that piece there. We made one nice big piece now with a band in the middle, so it's longer and it is also wider. After we have done that, it is time to glue the ends together. So we're going to make it into our box shape now. So we'll flip him over and we're going to glue a whole panel onto another panel. And I find that the easiest way to do that is just to fold the box down flat again and then fold this panel over on top. Again, use your multi-purpose glue, that time that it gives you for that wiggle room. Wiggle it about, get it exactly where you want it as best as you can. Sorry, I didn't see if you saw that there, so just moving that into there and here. Okay, so we've got our sealed box now. We want to look at one of the ends, and the best way to do this is to go mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold. And so we'll just check that. 2 mountains, 2 valleys. Okay, so we should end up with 4 mountains and the valleys are inside there. Okay, and we want to get some ribbon. Now the ribbon I'm using today is retired poppy. This is a poppy red color, Poppy Parade. And the ribbon that I'm bringing in is a retired Poppy Parade ribbon that I had. I'm actually really happy to be using something that I've had in my stash for quite a long time. Some people might recognize this one from, oh, I don't know, 2014. So I say that quietly. Yes, I'm not sure, but this is one of the first ribbons that I've had in my stash, and I've been Stampin' Up Demonstrator for a while now. Okay, so we want to be really careful. We don't want to pull it too tight, and we want to keep our mountains and our valleys, but we don't want to tear. So, and I'm just going to do a knot. Tighten that slightly before I do my final. There we go, so a knot. So I've just knotted that. Now, as you can see, there are some gaps, which means that people are going to be able to see inside of there. So the solution to that is to die cut a circle, which we're going to insert in there. But before I do that, I'm just going to chuck some Stampin' Seal onto there so that it seals to my end. Okay. All right, so I'm going to insert that inside here, sticky side down. Now it's going to go, I don't know if you can see that, but it's going to go in sideways. Sorry, just trying to, yeah, I think you can see that. So this is where I'm going to bring in my bone folder, and I'm just going to flick it so it's sticky side down. I might need, yeah, now there we go. Okay, so I'm not going to try and show you, okay, but I did manage to flip it over, and I'm just pushing it down now with my bone folder so that it sticks to the end. Now, and I'll just flip it back over, and there you go. So you can, oops, sorry. So you can see now at the gaps are filled with the white circle behind it there. And what I can do, you can't see this, but I'm going to push down. So I'm just going to push down onto the end there just to make sure I get a nice good seal of that white circle. All right, and then look, sorry, I hope you can see that there, but that's looking much better. So yeah, don't be scared to give it a good push. All right, so this is the fun bit. I'm going to fill it with, because it's a Christmas cracker, so I'm going to fill it with some fun bits and pieces. So I have got here a blueberry rubber. I made these crowns, Christmas crowns, out of tissue paper. So it was just simply a matter of just cutting it to, I believe it was about 5 inches, and then cutting the crown, you know, with triangles, and folding it up. So yes, we've got a little paper crown, we've got our gift, and of course you have to have a Christmas joke. So this one is, what invention lets you see right through walls? A window. How good is that for a Christmas joke? They've always got to be silly, don't they? All right, so we're going to pop in the joke. I like to pop in the crown next because I like the gift to just secure it kind of into there. So all of that's just all been slid inside there. Now, before we seal it up, we're going to have the same problem with the gaps. So we're going to bring in another circle. Now this time I'm not going to put Stampin' Seal on it because that just ends up being very tricky. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just insert it right at the start of I'm just going to insert it right at the start of and I'm going to use the gift to kind of push it into place. There we go. Okay, so a nice little heavy gift in there helps that. Sorry I can't show you, but I've let the gift come down to, you can just see that the circle's sitting there. Now, before I do anything else, what I want to do is I want to add, actually I won't do it just now. So I want to do my mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold, mountain fold, valley fold. So I've got those 4 mountains. All right, and I'm going to push all of that down. Yep, just making sure that those center bits are pushing down. Okay. And just adjusting that circle. All right, bringing in my ribbon now. I'm being pedantic. I should have realized, but I just want my ribbon to be tied at the same place at the other end. Okay, so we'll insert our ribbon under here. Make sure we've got our valleys and our mountains ready to go, and we are going to just use the ribbon to help secure all of that in there. Again, not too tight. Okay, and then tie the knot. There we go. All right, now I'm going to use that gift to push that circle down. Okay, now I'm going to bring in the glue, and what I'm going to do with the glue is I'm just going to pop under these, or inside these gaps and just under the flap, and I'm just going to put a little dab of glue, and that will help to secure it. Now this end won't be as secure as your other end, but it will give you some secrecy, you know, for a time, until the person opens their gift. I mean, and that's all we want it to do, right? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead to do that. It's probably going to be really tricky for me to do that on camera without making, you know, it getting really close to the camera and that sort of thing. So I'll just turn it off and pop in my glue, and yeah. Okay, so I've just done some dabs of glue just on a couple of them. I'm going to use my bone folder to push against the circle, but I'm also going to use the weight of the gift inside to weight down onto the glue that's there. Now another little trick that I found was to push down onto the end as well, which helped. So I push up with my bone folder and push down on that end fold, those mountains and valleys. Just going to do this just for maybe a minute. So we'll just do that for a minute. Try not to squeeze the box, sorry, like I did just then. Oh, and there's another one. Yeah, because we want to try and keep our shape. All right, so I'm just going to, oh, did it again. Yeah. I'm just going to push down, push up, push down, push up. Again, try not to squeeze the box. And we should, yeah, look at that. That's much better. Oh, I hope you can see that, sorry. So there we go. It's, as they say, it's as good as it's going to get. All right. So there we go. So on my Christmas table this year, I'm going to have this box and this box, and I'm going to have, there'll be 6 altogether, so 3 of each one. I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. those products are fantastic. I'm so disappointed that actually that they're retiring the cracker treat box. I think it's so versatile. There's so many things that you can do with it. So I would definitely suggest that you go to the shop and you nab yourself one of those if you are looking at doing handmade Christmases. Next year I will definitely be using this again, and I am planning on buying the snaps so that when we pull that it will snap. This year it won't. And again, that's where your middle part is going to come really handy. Because then that'll help the box to pull apart. I might have made it a bit too secure using the multi-purpose glue. We'll wait and see. I'll let you know how it goes, and I really look forward to making these again next year. This is exciting. I love a handmade Christmas. Enjoy, have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you in the new year. Bye.